This is Shanks.
Hey, this is the Golf Channel.
Hey, how are you, sir?
I got some news for you. You have been selected to compete in the next Big Break series.
I'm on the Big Break, baby!
Big Break fans were introduced to Robbie Biershenk, better known by the antithetical golf nickname Shank, at Big Break Indian Wells.
Hold your head, darling. Take out.
The self-proclaimed redneck from South Carolina brought unmitigated fun to the competition.
I think I got 13 clubs. Does a weed eater make 14?
Shanker, shanker, shanker.
Not to mention some unusual new golf lingo.
He had some Zipmaster Smith brother Gideon Wowo on that thing.
What did you say?
The good old boy could shoot in the red too. This former long drive champion certainly knew how to bomb it.
Do it, Shank. Do it, baby.
Oh, look at that. Lands practically on the line.
That's way over 300.
That's going to be tough to beat.
But you don't get far on Big Break without a short game. And Shank came to California equipped with a great touch.
All right, Shank.
Shank, nice work, buddy.
Shank.
Very nice. Hats off to the guy. He's got nice, soft hands for a big man.
Through the ups and downs of Big Break Indian Wells, the one constant was Robbie Biershenk keeping himself, his fellow competitors, and the viewers entertained.
Shank.
I had my skull hat on and I just had a skull.
During his time at Indian Wells, Robbie developed an unexpected but lasting friendship with his roommate, Carl White, from Jamaica.
I don't think you from Jamaica. I think you from California.
So, okay, if that's the case, where exactly from California do you think I am from?
Carl's bad.
I like that.
In one of the most memorable elimination challenges in Big Break history, Shank and Carl reluctantly faced off against one another,
All right, Robbie, looks like me and you again, man.
with clutch Carl hitting two unforgettable shots.
What a golf shot. What a golf swing.
Wow! Carl just flew that thing like 294, man.
That is absurd.
Get in! Oh my God, Carl!
Clutch Carl.
In the end, the long drive champion missed a short putt to shock onlookers.
Shoot.
Bell rung and I was late to class.
Shank may have gone home empty-handed, but not unappreciated or unappreciative.
Didn't do it. I want you to win this thing, okay? Couldn't lost to a finer fella, brother. Hey, I caught 2 big breaks. I was born with a great family, good health, you know, wasted some years, but this experience right here, you know, has really changed the way I look at life, and you've made a big difference in my life, and I've learned a lot from you, brother, and you changed my life. It was meant to be, man.
The Big Break for 23 seasons. Spanning more than a decade, the groundbreaking series produced tour champions, Ryder and Solheim Cuppers, and of course, characters.
Hold that thing tight!
You lived their stories.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding on my wedge.
Now, catch up with some of your all-time favorites as we present Big Break, Where Are They Now?
Robbie, it's great to see you. You're in your natural environment at your golf range in South Carolina. And quickly just show us, look at that. They call it the Augusta National of golf ranges in that part of the world. Is that right?
Well, it's a redneck Top Golf. You know, you go to Top Golf, everything lights up for them. You know, I just got some sand. If you see it splash, then hey, you get a point. You know, man.
Are you out there picking up the balls right now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, the ones my front picker misses, 97 CRV, 0 to 69.5. My back picker picks it.
I mean, you have got it down there. You've got it down. I'm surprised you don't have somebody to pick up the balls for you. But I know you like to be out there and get amongst it and, you know, meet the patrons.
Monday's my day, you know. And Wednesdays and Thursday and Friday, I've got a little trade out with some high school kids, so it works out good.
It's a long way from your driving range to Indian Wells, California. Take us back to those memories and what you remember from your big break.
Well, I've never flew before, Tommy. And I got the call and get set and go. And I've never turned the computer on and nothing like that, but it was snowing outside. when I hit the airplane, and I saw a bungee cord on the left wheel, and I was a nervous wreck.
Traveling is for the birds. Or Superman.
I met some of the guys on the second flight there, and I touched down. It was 75 degrees, and I've never played a golf course like that. It was beautiful. It was overseas. It was in like January, February. Great experience that was, yeah.
From the competition, did you feel like your game was there? You were able to compete against those guys?
Yes, I just, it's hard not to try too hard.
Be the right club today.
Don't spin on Shank.
Oh, it's spun out. It's spun out.
God. On that show, you hit a bad shot. Most times in the game of golf, you get a chance to get up and down if you've been working on your short game and salvage par. But, that show was tough. It'd be tough for a PGA Tour player because, you sit around, you don't know what shot you're about to hit. They're setting the stage, and hours later, it might be a 7-iron contest, and one bad swing, you're in immunity and ultimately, an elimination. But it was nerve-wracking. You had one shot, and you had to make it count.
And what was the reaction from folks back home when they found out you were on the show, and then when they were watching?
Well, they wasn't surprised with the subtitles. I will say that. I'm watching just like anyone's watching the first episode, and then these words come up on the screen. I go, oh God, they're having to do that.
He had some Zipmaster Smith brother Gideon Wowo on that thing.
What did you say?
But no, they knew I'd have fun with it, and that's what I try to do. I made a little further than I was supposed to. You got to catch some breaks, no doubt about it. But I made a lot of memories, man. It was life-changing for me.
Were there people that you met from doing the show that you never thought that you would have met, or that kind of knew you that you never imagined would know who you were?
Yeah, but the first day on the show, they said, all right, Shank, go to your room. We got everything set up, and y'all had us all bunched up pretty close, but each of us had a room, 20, 30 foot apart. All right, your name's on the door, and it said Carl. I'm like, Carl. Gosh, what guy is that? Is that the guy from Jamaica? I said, oh God, I got 2 weeks here. He ain't gonna understand me, and I ain't gonna understand him. There's no way. And I went back to you guys, and I said, dude, I need a change. There's no way this is gonna happen. And to stick with it, Shane, it's gonna work. And it was the best thing that ever happened. Because it was opposites attract. And he couldn't barely understand me, and I couldn't barely understand him. But we embraced. It was true, and it was real, man. That's a true, real guy.
This is the brains of the operation. I've got $1 million body and a quarter head, so I picked him for the brain.
Have you kept up with many of those guys?
Oh, yeah. I keep up with him. Carl. Carl's back. Clutch Carl. Yep. I remember at 3 o'clock in the morning, he'd get up and start doing these exercises, and he'd come up on the big screen. I was over there trying to sleep. And this guy at 3 o'clock in the morning, he's up there doing these boxing exercises, And showing up about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he'd hit a clutch golf shot. That's probably where that stemmed from. He was mentally strong, man.
Sit there. Sit there. Sit. Sit. Oh, man, Carl.
What happened to your golf after Indian Wells?
I got married and had a few children, and but I'm able to stay around it. God bless me. I'm able to, stay around it in the driving range and work with people, and I enjoy teaching and helping others. This is Steve. He runs the show out here at Shank's. Just picked up the game 2-3 months ago. Show him what you got, Steve. Atta boys. Way to finish your swing, man. And I play a lot of amateur golf. I just like to compete, but I'm still grinding every day.
How long did you play pro golf for after Indian Wells?
A couple years, but traveling from city to city, hotel to hotel, it's tough, man. Sleeping in my own bed. I love setting up for them tournaments where you can sleep in your own bed. The wife don't give you a hard time, and you don't feel so bad for a bad round. But checking into a day's end after you shoot 77 is no fun.
Yeah, I can imagine. So when did you go back to? When did you say, right, that's it? I'm gonna become an amateur again.
Well, I didn't really try it, but about for a year or two, I was trying to follow his footsteps of older brother, and you have to, I wasted a lot of time back in the day, but like I say, with the senior tour and opportunities ahead, hope things are on the horizon, and it gives us more opportunities for, players like me that still have a dream. But, getting married and having kids and responsibilities, I had to change, but, you can't make up for the past, but you can grind for the future.
Tell us about your family.
Oh, man, it's wonderful. I got my little 7-year-old. She can bust it. And the 3-year-old, Santa Claus is probably going to bring her some plastic sticks, yeah.
Your 7-year-old can play, right?
I've got her hitting it, you know.
Wow, good ball, girl.
She never went through the Barbie doll stage, but she's got a little tomboy in her.
Hi, girl. Good shot, Black.
Most people don't go that far on vacation.
Golf in your family kind of runs in the blood, right? I mean, you're all good players, the brothers, and then you're all involved in this driving range. Is that, or is it just you that runs it?
No, my brother's got his own thing going. He manages a couple golf courses, and he's opened up a driving range himself. And my little brother, we play a lot of 2-man golf tournaments together. He's an industrial battery salesman. You know, Shanks has always been a little, you know, a cornbreaded country boy top golf, you know.
I know you've had some success, right? I saw you won the 4-ball there in South Carolina.
Yeah. Me and my little brother won a little 2-man. You know, the courses around the area through the wintertime to keep our juices flowing. They'll put on a 2-man Captain's Choice or a Texas 2-man or a best ball. And we like to get together and grind together. And we won a little tournament yesterday. So it's fun to get, you know, hang out with the brothers and keep it in the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And when you look back on Big Break now, how did it change your life?
I went from selling 10 buckets of balls a day to about 50, you know. So the power of television, I just run out of jugs. You know, that 77 wasn't good enough anymore. But what a great experience. And you know, the Golf Channel lent out a big hand, and it was life-changing.
You were on Shot Makers, which was a show that came after Big Break that was shot in Las Vegas. How did that go?
For me, not too good. Kind of going through a swing change and took it with me. And then under the gun, it just wasn't there. I wasn't me. I wasn't using my hands. I'm a field player. And I started filming my swing Tommy, and I'm not a mechanical person. And I wasn't using my hands, and the more thinking, the worse. So I was in between 2 shots, and then I kept pulling it, and it's nerve-wracking. I tell you, man, you get them cameras on you, it's different. I tried to, and it's easy not to try to. So that was it in there.
And this one is over. The Strikers, the first team to get eliminated here on Shot Makers, and Team Ringers advance to the next round.
And if we were going to do the show again, Big Break, what advice would you give to future Big Breakers?
Just be yourself and take a deep breath and relax and use your hands. Pressure and tension in that moment, you don't realize it, but grip pressure is bad. You know, soft, deep breath and relax, and just good tempo, and just be yourself and let it happen. Everyone else is nervous, you know, so you're not the oddball in the group, you know. So just have fun and enjoy it, man. You've got the opportunity there, and let it come to you, man. If it's meant to be, if it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not, you know. But enjoy it because it's life changing.
Was there anybody that you met outside of Big Break that you wouldn't have met had you not been on the show? Obviously, you mentioned the guys on the show, Carl, but what about outside of Big Break?
Probably some country music artists and things like that, you know. We wrote a song, you know, Shank is going to happen. You're going to catch a few bad lights. I got a dog run through my left, my old truck keeps pulling right. I got to slow it down. I wish my pop could see me chasing the dream. Hey, man, it's always a dream, and you got to keep chasing.
I think it doesn't get better than that right there. That was fantastic.
That's right. Keep chasing the dream. Hey, Shank happens, you know. You got to shank it off.
Shank, you're the man. It's been great to talk to you. You're one of a kind, man. You're one of a kind.